Uh, let's take a look at what's going on in Muslim Arab band, the Muslim Brotherhood. This is Noxious YouTube if you want to check them out. If you come into our store in your MAGA merch, prepare to be ignored. Your kind aren't welcome here. How nice of that person. Cultural enrichment during the West Indian Day Parade ended with 6 people shot and 1 slashed in NYC. 54 people were shot, 7 killed over the Labor Day weekend in Chicago. And here's Mayor Brandon Johnson demanding the National Guard to stay out of Chicago. One more example of why Democrats are at 15% approval. Oh, it's Socialist Mamdani. But on a float, shaking his hips at the West Indian Day Parade in NYC. Multiple people were purportedly shot at.
Truck. Every house produces garbage. We buy stuff, we import stuff, we use them, we have garbage. At the end of the week, we put the garbage in the garbage bin, we take the garbage bin outside.
This guy knows. This guy knows. The garbage in the garbage.
The government or council takes the garbage and takes it away from my house and your house and society. Why? Because if the garbage stays in the home, it creates illness and bacteria and diseases. You went to the Muslim countries and you imported the garbage that the Muslim countries wanted to put in prison or isolate away from society. Why? For cheap labor. But these Islamist extremists, they don't want to work. They want free welfare.
It's suicidal.
And
it's true.
And let me say this in English so you can understand what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, this guy.
That we will see far more radical, extremist, and terrorist.
Yeah, this guy, yeah. I remember this guy. I forgot what. Tweeps? Oh, this was back in 2017 when he said. Oh, this was a long time ago.
Terrorists coming out of Europe because of lack of.
Yeah, and we're seeing it now, right?
Trying to be politically
whoever this
correct,
guy is, give this guy a raise.
assuming that they know the Middle East and they know Islam and they know the others far better than we do.
All right.
And I'm sorry, but that's
no, yeah, it's like
ignorance.
you literally have these people who have who've educated themselves of the Western countries, and are literally sharing their knowledge of what they're seeing in their own Eastern countries. And they're saying, hey, you Westerners, you should probably be careful of these other Easterners who are doing some weird fucking shit, right? This guy literally fucking says it. And everyone's like, oh, no, it's not true.
Better than we do.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, but that's pure ignorance.
Liberals.
The most unpleasant, rude, ignorant.
You're allowing it to happen. You can put rules and regulation. Deport those Islamists. Do not let them harm your children. Do
Correct.
not let them harm your society, your community.
They hate our country, but they love our soapy water.
Do not let them be the people who wake up on the 8th of October, for example, and tell you to boycott Challah, attack a Jewish restaurant just for being a Jew. And they justify it and they allow it.
Correct.
Don't be. This is your country. This is your civilization.
Well, I mean, it's not even just against the Jews, right? People have allowed lawlessness to happen, right, in front of their eyes because either they're in shock, they're too scared to fucking get into conflict, or they just don't want anything to do with it.
What is allowed in Paris and in London? So it's there is a lot of questions to be asked.
Right.
After
Instead, they would
destroying
take
our
out their
countries.
phones
Why
and
is Muhammad such an
videotape it
easy
rather
target
than
for us?
call the
According to me, it's because
police to
Muhammad was the
help.
most obvious false prophet in history.
Call for
According to
help.
Robert, it's because the people inventing Muhammad for their new religion made him sound like the most obvious false prophet in history, when they could have made him sound like absolutely anything they wanted. The most reliable, most trustworthy, most miraculous person who've ever walked the planet. Instead, they come up with a guy who thought he was demon-possessed, repeatedly tried to commit suicide, delivered revelations from Satan, was a victim of a magic spell, delivered false prophecies, accepted a meal prepared by a woman whose family had just slaughtered, dying like a rat, and being completely exposed as a false prophet. This doesn't make sense. When we look at the Muslim sources, we learn that the prophet married more women and girls than his own revelations allowed. Married
Yes,
the wife of his own
the
adopted son
72
after causing a
virgins,
divorce by
yes.
lusting after her. Loved
When you
sucking
go
on the tongues
to
of
heaven,
boys, was
you will
constantly
see
covered in
your
semen, and left us with a
72
pretty good idea of where
virgins.
that semen came from,
Allah
and who
Akbar.
died in exactly the way the Quran said
Boom.
would die if he
Boom,
was a false
Allah
prophet.
Akbar.
That's what they came up with. A Jewish woman offers to cook Muhammad a
so
meal,
sorry.
even though he just slaughtered her entire family. There are about 8 billion people in the world. You could ask all 8 billion people, if you just slaughtered a woman's entire family and she says, hey, I'd like to cook dinner for you, is that a good idea to accept that offer? 8 billion out of 8 billion people will say that is the dumbest idea ever. Do not do that. Muhammad is the one exception in all of history who thought, gee, this is a great plan. The poison ate away at Muhammad's internal organs, and he died in horrible agony. Because look at what Muhammad said when he was dying. I continued to feel pain from the morsel which I had eaten at Khaybar. This is the time when it has cut off my aorta. Why is that a strange detail to invent if you're making up stories about Muhammad? Because according to the Quran, that's exactly how Muhammad was told he would die if he was a false prophet.
And many false prophets will arise and lead many astray.
Civil unrest in the United Kingdom has
he's
reached
onto
a
something.
boiling point, and the situation is so dire
He's onto
that
something.
rumblings of civil war are being heard. Here are but a few examples of what's being said.
The people will feel they have no option other than to take action into their own hands rather than rely on political leaders who are doing
Vigilantism,
nothing in
yes.
their eyes. So yeah, I think
Wait,
there's
Asylum Home Fury asylum seekers given new 300k British pounds. Townhouses rent free while struggling locals can't get on property land. Jesus. This is the UK land, by the way. They're actively trying to fuck you over.
every likelihood. I think
Sorry, I was
I
trying
don't
to
know
say
what the
the
time frame
picture.
is, but I would go far as to predict not just civil unrest, but civil war in the UK.
What level do you think this is at this point?
It's at a very severe level. And I believe unless there's change in the next few years, it could become irreversible. We've got a major problem with mass immigration.
Governor Dillon, kiss you. So he's pulling basically comments of what people are saying. Giving migrants everything for free. Yeah, they're doing that in the U.S. as well.
Your lawyers, under your guidance, have said in terms that the rights of asylum seekers are more important than the rights of local people in Epping Forest. Would you at least acknowledge that that is what they will hear? And it's up to you. Ministers can say, we agree with that, or we don't agree with it. You can't simply say, let's balance things. Do you agree with what your lawyers said, or don't you?
Yes, of course we do.
You fucking traitor.
You fucking... Yeah, obviously. Serco was offering private landlords 5-year guaranteed full deals to rent to migrants, bribing hotel owners with multi-millions of pounds for 7-year contracts to house illegal migrants. Obviously amplified to extend the illegal migrant tidal wave, not reduce it. Anyone saying otherwise is a liar. Thankfully, the good man rejected the bribe. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna fuck you up if you do that.
A conglomerate of evil.
Because I bet you none of those people are gonna speak a lick of English. And if they do speak English, well, you're lucky, because you actually have someone who's educated.
As subjects of this great nation, England. These rights enshrined by our
Or if they do speak English, they might be antagonistic towards you.
include a supremacy clause
Because maybe they just want free shit.
can override. We assert our fundamental right to protest peacefully, a right woven into the fabric of our history. From the peasant
What the fuck is she talking about?
started in Essex to Peterloo, Manchester. The people of Essex once repelled a Napoleonic invasion. As an English town, we declare that we will not consent to governance that endangers our communities. In response to the misinformation and propaganda disseminated by the British Broadcasting Corporation and others, we refuse to pay the television licence fee. Furthermore, we will not pay council tax. As non-payment of taxes has long been a legitimate form of protest in our land.
Taxation with representation, right?
Yep. It's a weenie dog.
Sorry about this. You go through, mate.
Excuse me, I had an appointment for today.
He's new.
Oh.
He's new. Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, sweet angel. Hello.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh god.
All the weenie dogs. Why do people get weenie dogs? They're just like pugs. Oh, get each fucking dumb dog.
Fast as fuck, boy. Still fast as fuck, boy. Come get
So
some.
fast as fuck, boy. Yeah, basically, some dogs have kind of defects because of how many times they've been crossbred to that certain extent, right? Anyways, there you have it. If you want to check more out, Noxious YouTube.